This is rich.
All right, go ahead. And why are you so famous? Go ahead.
I don't know. I didn't know I was. Maybe they have me confused with somebody else.
Guess
Yeah,
so, man.
so I wanted to engage in the prompt from Kirk's perspective. So I think that leftists are
Here's the prompt.
utilizing this to vilify him and say that it's some kind of justification for his unaliving. What he was saying here was completely logically consistent. If it's the case that you believe that life begins at conception, you could not then say that even if this horrific thing happened to a 10-year-old, that would then create a justification to end a life due to the horrible thing that happened to her.
But
Hold on, this is Andrew Wilson.
I'm more so concerned with sentience rather than
Ugh, sentience. But yeah, you're right, Wi-Fi. That members only invasion was good. But so this was responding, I guess, to the lie. They all believe the lie that Charlie Kirk was pretty much. Well, Charlie Kirk did say that if his daughter is, let's say a 10-year-old daughter or whatever, got raped and then pregnant, that he would force the girl to have the baby. But it's not about forcing the girl. It's just we don't believe in ending a life because of the terrible thing that happened to the mother. So that's Charlie Kirk's position. But these people, they twist it into like, he wants to force 10-year-old girls to have babies. It's like, no, that's not his position.
that consumption.
Yeah, but
This is Andrew
you just
Wilson.
but hang on, you just got done saying morality is subjective. So who cares what you think?
Wait. Andrew Wilson? Is that
Yes,
you?
that's him.
I've heard your voice before.
I heard his voice. This is that dude. That's why he's so famous.
Hey, Andrew, can I ask you a question here, brother? Could you, I know you probably like to make jokes, but who are you? In all seriousness, who are you?
I'm just a nobody from nowhere, bro. I'm just here to have a conversation with you guys.
I recognize his voice.
I got you, man.
I recognize his voice.
Yeah,
That's why he's famous.
The voice definitely sounds familiar. It's definitely familiar.
So anyway,
Okay,
yeah, so back to this. When you say
children that are raped should have children, right?
well, could you tell me is that objectively immoral?
I would say no.
No. So then let me tell you, I want to tell you guys something about a small island called Papua New Guinea. There
Nice.
are warriors in this island called the Cum Warriors of Papua New Guinea. And what they do is they fill up young boys with semen. That's what they do. Not kidding. You can look this up. If you think I'm trolling, you look it up right now. They're called the Cum Warriors of Papua New Guinea. And this is part of their culture, right? And this has obviously been fascinatingly studied as much as it could be. Could you tell me right now if what those people are doing is wrong? Is it wrong for them to do that?
I would offer the same argument of YT people cannibalizing mummies as a delicacy. Do you think that is okay?
No, well, I have an objective standard that I would appeal to.
Well, because that would be cultural relativism. So, I mean, if that's your argument, then
that
you
would
have
be
to take
you being
accountability.
culturally.
The YT people have been acting
Sure,
on
yeah, all
cannibalistic
cannibalism bad.
tendencies for
Sure,
many years.
yeah, all cannibalism bad. However, it wouldn't just be YT people. Native Americans engaged in cannibalism.
No, it was mostly European.
No, it mostly wasn't Europeans actually who engaged
their own people.
What are you talking about? Hang on.
Show me a citation.
Yeah, okay. You want to see what the color is of most headhunters who exist? Most of them are Oriental or black, not YT. Would you like for me to demonstrate that? Because
I love how he said Oriental.
I can.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so let's take a look at where the geographical location of headhunters are. They're in Asia. That's the geographical location of most headhunters. A headhunter being
okay, but
no,
what about,
hang on.
Would
you say that Asia is a very hang on? Am I allowed to make an argument before you spurred? Before you spurred, we can talk about it.
Okay?
I'm not saying it's okay. No. Who said it's okay?
He wins. He can't even tell me why cannibalism
Who said it's okay? Nobody said it was okay. Certainly not me.
Mm-hmm.
That would not adhere to my moral standards. What do you mean?
Yeah, because you can't even answer the question if a 10-year-old should go through with having a baby if they're raped.
If you want to be logically consistent, you believe that the life begins there, then how is he actually inconsistent? What would create the justification if that really is life? Let's just assume for a second his position that it is. How could you then justify doing something more immoral?
I ascribe to Darwinism, and I feel like he...
Yeah, I'm asking you, look, here, how would you feel if you didn't eat breakfast this morning?
Say again. What do you
How
mean?
would you feel if you didn't eat breakfast this morning?
Probably not well.
Okay, so then I know you can engage in a hypothetical. So I'm asking you to assume Charlie's position. To assume Charlie's position, he believes that life begins at conception. Let's assume he's right. So then could you, from Charlie's position, explain to me how it would be that even if it was a 10-year-old who got pregnant, how you could create the justification to eliminate that child if it could be born safely? How could you do that?
Because it's a child.
Yeah, so you're just saying that doesn't tell me anything.
Yeah.
What would actually
Have you
create the
ever been sexually
justification
assaulted,
here?
Andrew?
Yeah,
Andrew,
but
have you
Answer
been
my
sexually assaulted?
question before you
Andrew,
ask
have you
me
ever
one.
been sexually assaulted?
Yes, I have been sexually assaulted
you
by
have
women.
been
Yes,
sexually assaulted.
yes,
Okay,
live,
so
live. In
imagine you
fact,
got
in front of
pregnant from that sexual
hundreds of
assault.
thousands.
No, imagine you got pregnant from that sexual assault. What
No.
would you want us to do?
What does this have to do with anything?
Because I'm putting you in the subjective shoes of women.
Why? What would that have to do with my question to you, though?
Yeah, but Andrew, but let me kind of.
No.
Man, it's every time in these TikTok invasions, it's always Andrew going up against a group of people, and one of them always has to chime in for the other one. So I'm glad Andrew right here is going to make it stick to her. But she can't just answer the question. They always have to like pivot because they actually have no valid answers.
Let her answer. If you adopted,
no.
if
You
you
haven't
adopted,
even answered the prompt, Andrew.
I did. Not only have
No,
I
you
answered the
didn't.
prompt,
Tell
but
me. So do you
I'm
think a 10-year-old
asking.
baby should be forced to give birth to
Okay,
a rapist
yeah.
baby?
If it's the case that you
Yes,
believe,
yes. Okay, perfect. That's your answer.
if it's the case that you believe that life begins at conception,
That's pretty wild.
what I'm
for someone who's
asking
been
for you to
raped
do,
to
what
say that.
I didn't say
To
I was.
say that.
Who said I was raped?
You said you were sexually assaulted.
That's not the same. Do you know that words have meaning?
So what was it?
Words
you know what
have
my therapist
meanings.
said to me once?
Words
They said
have
sexual
meanings.
assault on men is so confusing because they actually they copulate, so they enjoy it in some way. Women were different.
What?
Okay.
Men enjoy it in some way? Wow. Well, it sounds like victim blame. But how come when someone says something like, well, sometimes women enjoy it, that, oh my gosh, that's a horrible thing. Like, remember when Andrew Wilson came under fire for saying a similar thing? It was a hypothetical, obviously, but they were like, how dare you say that? But it's okay for her to say that. But yeah, you're right, Ortis. They always use the rare incidents to justify their evilness, but like they hide behind it, but they don't care because they'll always hide behind like, what about health of the mother? But then you'll ask them, yeah, but don't you think that women should get abortion no matter what the reason is? They'll go, yeah. So it's like, okay, well then stop hiding behind the health of the mother. You don't care about the health of the mother. You just want abortions.
Okay, that's nice. So anyway, back to this. I would like you to
it's true,
adopt
but okay.
adopt Charlie Kirk's position here. He believes life begins at conception. So he's thinking, from his view, this child is alive. The second the egg is fertilized, it's alive. He values that life as much as he does a normal human life from his paradigm. You're in his paradigm, not yours. Now, a 10-year-old gets pregnant through a horrible act, and it's his own daughter, in fact, in this case. Horrible act that this has happened. What actually would create the justification, though, from his paradigm to kill a person? Because that's what you're actually asking him to do.
To actually be a good father and make the right choice.
Yeah, but how would
Andrew,
that be the
I
right?
feel like-
You're not even engaging. Like, do you
Why
just
would
not
why
understand
am
what
I
I'm
an L?
saying?
Because you guys are all fucking. You guys want 10-year-olds to have babies.
Do you
by
not
grandeur?
understand what I'm
You guys
saying?
can all fuck off. I don't
I'll
care.
engage.
Do you not
I feel
understand? Why don't you even understand what I'm saying? Can you even engage with what I'm
Andrew,
saying?
Andrew,
Because I'm not
completely
indoctrinated by weird religious cults.
Yeah, I'm not
So-
asking you to be
Yes, you are.
indoctrinated by
Yes, you
anything. I'm
want me-
asking you
yes,
to
want me
assume
to-
the
you want me
opposition
to say
worldview.
It's okay for a child to be raped and have the baby.
You
and I'm
can't
not-
even
What?
tell me that that's objectively wrong.
Yeah, but Andrew, how
I've
about
already said it multiple times that it's objectively and subjectively.
Oh,
wrong.
how is it
How-
objectively wrong if you don't believe in objective morality?
I never said I don't believe in objective morality.
Yes, you did. You said you only
No,
believe.
I said morality is subjective to the person, but I do think that rape is one of those things that I think we could all agree is wrong.
Okay,
and if
well,
you don't, that
hang on.
probably means that
Object-
you are a raper.
Objective means that it's not mind
I
dependent.
know what objective and
It
subjective
means not mind dependent. So you're saying morality is not
Mhm.
mind dependent?
I don't feel that Charlie was a good person.
Answer my question.
Again, that's
I
why
don't
I'm
feel like
like
Charlie was a good person. It's not an argument, lady. Can you answer my
look at what he
question?
said
Yeah,
about-
notice it's about her feelings too. I don't feel like he was a good person. She has actually no evidence.
about his 10-year-old daughter.
Can you answer my question? I asked you. You actually.
And she's trying to spin it to where it's like, oh yeah, did you notice how she brought up? She's like, oh, you guys want 10-year-olds to get raped and have babies? Like, what? No one's saying that. No one wants 10-year-olds to get raped and have babies. That's not the argument at all. We just don't believe in committing another sin as a result because of another. Like, we don't believe in committing a horrific act because of another horrific act. You know.
Actually believe morality is not mind dependent?
Who muted him?
Do you actually believe morality is not mind dependent? Yes or no?
I think it's dependent on experience.
So mind, it's dependent on the mind?
No, it's dependent on your experience.
That would require a mind.
No, because you could have a mind and still experience life differently.
Yes, but that would still require a mind, you dipshit.
You make zero sense, but go ahead.
Okay, no. I make total sense. If you have experience, you have mind, right? Or else how could you have an experience?
So are you telling me that a 6
No, answer my question, lady. Answer my question, lady.
Andrew.
Oh my
Andrew,
God.
listen to me.
You're allergic to answering questions.
Listen to me, Andrew. So you're telling me that a 10-year-old's mindset is the same as a 25-year-old?
No one said anything about that. I'm asking you.
That's exactly what you're
I'm asking you if morality is based on human minds or not.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Andrew.
Let her answer the question. What do you mean it depends on where they're at in life? What does that mean? Is morality dependent on human minds or isn't it?
But I feel like Andrew, you're dancing around.
I'm not dancing around anything.
No, hold on. You just talk. Hold on. Let me respectfully rebut. First of all, I'm not a leftist. I'm actually a registered independent. I'm actually down the middle on most things. I have stuff I'm conservative about, and I have stuff I'm liberal about. And I feel like most humans should think the same way, but that's regardless. You automatically came in here and started generalizing people, saying the leftists believe that.
So what?
Inherently contradicting your. What do you mean so what?
Yeah, there's no contradiction, dude. Contradiction is A and not A. That would be a contradiction.
But Andrew, at the end of the day, I feel like some questions are a simple yes or a no, and I feel like you're dancing around it. How about you just give me a simple yes or a no?
From my worldview, no, I would not make a 10-year-old. I would not force her to have an abortion. No.
Okay, and you know what? We could have avoided all that if you just.
I answered it 50 times, dork. Now answer my question. Now answer my question. Now answer mine. Is morality based on human minds or not?
I think that's definitely part of it because, like you said, if we have.
What do you mean part of it? Is it based on that or not?
It is part of the human mind.
I just literally agree.
So yes, it's part of the human mind.
Yes.
So then we just make this shit up.
What are we making up here?
You're just making up morality. It's just based on whatever your subjective mind interpretation is. Yeah.
Yeah, because thoughts manifest reality.
Thoughts manifest reality.
I know.
And these people are insane. That's why I can't stand like independents or like the centrists or whatever. I mean, it's they fall into a category as well, but it's like they try to hack like they're all high and mighty, like, oh, I don't fall into either box. Well, it's like you do fall into a box. You're just falling into a different kind of box than the right and the left, though. Anyway, what do you guys think about this so far? Leave a comment in the comment section. Give this video a like if you're enjoying it. Let's continue.
It's way more logical to believe in a white guy in the sky. I know.
Oh, yeah, your Earth Daddy's calling you. So wait a second. I just want to make sure I got this right. If all morality is just based in human minds, and that would just mean that it's subjective, and so we just make it up. And so if that's the case, you can't even say what Charlie Kirk is saying here is immoral. You can't even say that.
Yeah, but then here's the thing.
Well, he's gone. He's looking up on all of us, so you know. Oh well.
Yeah, but
that's
Andrew,
life
how
for
about
you.
this?
Yeah, are you glad that Charlie's that he was on a
I
live?
sure am.
Yeah, I knew that you would be. You're so that's what
Yeah.
I wanted to get out of you more than anything.
I'm not ashamed of that.
Wow, that's an awesome mug he has. Super Mario mug. Awesome.
You're not
I do
ashamed
want
of
to
the fact that you wanted a good man to get murdered, assassinated in front of us. You care so much about children, but not his.
Hey,
He
but
was
Andrew,
not a
Andrew,
good
I'm about to
man.
prove. Andrew,
Yeah,
I'm
rest
about to
in
prove-
hell, Charlie Kirk. Rest in
I-
hell.
Oh, okay.
I'm about
Knew
to-
it.
I'm about to
Okay, hold
prove-
on.
Knew
hold
it.
on, hold on, hold on,
That's
hold on.
not cool.
Number
I
one.
just want
Rest
to
in
have a level
hell,
day.
Charlie Kirk.
Hold on.
You're
Hold on.
looking
Number
up
one.
on all
No.
of us.
Can I finish real quick? Number one,
Sure,
I
go
think
ahead.
that we all have respect.
Man, these people are evil. Like what? Like they can't even articulate what makes him an evil man. Like what made him evil? What did he do to people other than say things that they don't like? That's the only thing that that man was guilty of. But yet he deserves he deserved to die in their opinion, and he's resting in hell and all that stuff. These people's sense of morality is completely warped. Anyway, kind of proving Andrew Wilson's point.
Respect for each other, right?
No, I don't
But
have
we
any
also
respect for
have
this
that-
woman who said this.
That's fair enough. That's fair
horrific.
enough.
Horrific.
But I will
But
say,
here's the-
I will say,
hold on.
I
The
will say,
selective empathy
we
is
should
insane.
never.
It's
we
not
should
the
never,
empathy is
ever,
not selective.
It is.
We should never
How?
ever.
How
ever
is it?
say. We should
So,
never ever.
Andrew, let me ask you a question.
Yeah,
Do
that's right. You
know
got
Brianna-
nothing. You can't even tell me how the empathy is selective. You just made it up.
Well, hold on, Andrew. Let me just ask you this one. And like I said, I firmly believe in a simple yes or no. Do you believe Breonna Taylor was unjustly unalive in her home?
Who?
Oh my
Brianna-
gosh. Of course they have to bring it up to like something about black people. Talking about Breonna Taylor, the woman that they said was just unalived in her sleep. She was just resting peacefully in an apartment. The cops came, shoot the front door. It was a whole thing. It was one of those big fake news stories that the media try to spin as like, oh, this is the cops just unaliving innocent black people. Meanwhile, she wasn't just peacefully resting in her bed. Like she was helping out her husband or her boyfriend, whoever was in the apartment there. And I read a book about it from a cop that was there, that when they busted in, like they started shooting back at the cops. Like it wasn't how the media portrayed it. But of course, these people are so delusional, they're so brainwashed, they believe that she was just resting peacefully in her bed and she got shot up.
Taylor. You know who Breonna? Okay, you know what? I'll
No.
make a more known one.
Okay.
Do you? Did,
Yeah, they don't
did
know.
you-
They don't know who
No,
people
no, hold on. Did,
like
did
Breonna
you?
It was
Taylor
not
are.
unjustified.
Now, before I ask this question, I just want to say I know that the person I'm about to ask for did have a checkered past, and he did pretty horrible things before he was unalive.
You gonna bring
But
up
do you
George
think-
Floyd?
Huh?
Yeah, so I want to ask you: did you feel sympathy for his family? Did you feel sympathy for him?
But George Floyd
Look,
died from drugs.
No, but hold
yeah.
on, He still had a family and children, regardless.
Yeah.
Correct.
It was
Yeah. Look, George.
right.
Yeah, George Floyd was in the middle of committing a crime.
But,
Yeah.
hold on, what was the crime? A $20 counterfeit bill?
Yeah.
Yeah, bottom line is that George Floyd was in the middle of a crime. Even if you say, well, it's just counterfeiting, what's the big deal? Okay, even if that were the case, what's the big deal? That's still way more than what Charlie Kirk did. Charlie Kirk didn't commit any crimes. And yet you had George Floyd committing these crimes. You know, he was on fentanyl and he overdosed. He stuck a gun toward a pregnant woman. I mean, he was not like this clean man, but yet they have more sympathy for George Floyd and his family than they have Charlie Kirk. Meanwhile, George Floyd, nobody even cared about George Floyd. Like I saw the Candace Owens documentary that she made about him a long time ago, and like no one seemed to care about George Floyd. Like the only one who seemed to actually like care even a little bit about him was like his roommates. Other than that, no one seemed to really care about him. So compare these to George Floyd and Charlie Kirk, where Charlie Kirk's getting this millions of people are reaching out, or he's inspiring people to go back to church and all these things. And then you have George Floyd. No comparison there, but they have more sympathy and empathy for George Floyd and his family than they do for Charlie Kirk. This is insane.
Yeah, and
A
no,
$20?
yeah, and
So
he
in other
did,
words-
he
so in
died.
other
He
words,
died of an overdose, not
So-
because
so
of a
Andrew,
need.
that-
Hold on.
No, I'm not done. I'm not done. Hold on. I want to get this point across.
And I'm a
Please.
mod, and I wanted to talk to
Oh,
Lucy for a
absolutely,
second.
man. I just want to say this before I get Andrew.
Mhm.
That goes against that's inherently hypocrisy because you can't sit here
That's
and
not
say
hypocritical.
that is literally
No, it's not. And
hypocritical.
by the
You're-
way, it's
yes,
fallacious
you
to make
are.
arguments
You're-
from hypocrisy
you're
anyway.
contradicting yourself.
There's no
You're contradicting
contradiction.
yourself.
Yeah,
You're
you
so
did.
you're
Listen,
pro- so
do you
you're- so
understand?
you're pro-life when
Okay,
it fits
well,
you.
let me know when
So
I
you're
can talk
pro-life
after you're done
only when it
spurging.
Somebody
fits
called
you.
me a demon.
Yeah. So now that you're done spurging, let me.
So you're pro-life.
Now
when
that
it
you're
fits
done
you, is your point.
spurging, can I respond at least?
Are you pro-life when it fits you? Or
Am I
did George
allowed to
Floyd-
respond to what you
was
just
George
said
Floyd
about
not like
hypocrisy?
that?
Died of his own doing.
Yes,
died
I'm
of his own
I'm
doing.
pro-life. Now, can I respond or
But
not?
how did he die from his own
Bro,
undoing?
it's
And the
my
cops was
turn.
in
Let me
jail for
respond
unalive?
now. I've just
You
answered
broke
4 of
the
your
law.
questions in a row. So to
No, he
respond,
didn't.
so I'm going to respond to all of this. So First and foremost,
just before you
every-
respond,
Yeah.
Lucy, I'm
Calling me a demon, and you know what? The Satanic Bible is actually a self-help book. If anyone's ever read it.
Yeah, there we go. So anyway, to respond to this,
Lucy,
every single situation.
The Satanic Bible is a self-help book. Yeah, but she's not a demon, guys.
Hold on, for fuck's sake. Lucy, if you're seeing me muting and blocking people, it's just because they're
No,
saying
that's fine.
weird-
I trust your judgment more than these
Okay.
men that would make a 10-year-old have a baby. So
yeah, obviously.
Hypocrisy at its finest. It's hilarious.
actually, they would probably.
How would you know? I haven't been allowed to refute this yet.
They
So-
probably.
So is it my turn? Is it my turn to make a refutation now, or are you just going to keep spurging? So
And
here,
Andrew,
you're
Lucy
just
is
going
a
to keep spurging.
demon. Oh my God, that hurts.
So let me give you the refutations. Very simple. First of all, what you're making is a two quo fallacy. What about you? That the argument from hypocrisy, it's fallacious for just this reason. You don't know what hypocrisy is. Hypocrisy has a pretense to it.
Yes, I do.
It has a pretense to it. And you keep getting confused because you keep saying contradiction, hypocrisy. They're two different things. Contradictions, A and not A. Hypocrisy.
I know that.
Stop, bro. It's my turn, bro. I just listened to you.
No, don't
And
raise your
then
voice
you're
at me, big
confusing
dog.
it.
Don't
You're
raise your
confusing it with a
voice.
pretense. So anyway, there's no hypocrisy here. Every single situation should be evaluated on its own merits. Charlie Kirk wasn't doing anything wrong. He was talking to people in a public square. There's a big situational difference between that and what happened with George Floyd. You say it's selective. You say it's selective outrage, but it's not selective. It's taking and assessing the facts of each individual situation and applying them.
Okay.
Hold on.
Hold on, Super.
Hold on, but the fact of the matter is they were both alive and
because
they
you're
both had
not
children in their
articulating.
families.
Yeah, but the situations are uniquely different.
Andrew, you're a hypocrite, bro.
That's not
It's okay.
hypocrisy, you
The
idiot.
other one.
You're just dumb. You just don't know what you're talking
It's
about.
okay, and it's okay.
You're just
Andrew,
not smart
no matter
enough
how
to
many-
track, I guess. I don't know.
Andrew, no matter how many times you say it, it won't make it true.
No matter how many times you say
Love
it,
that you
something's
have, like, your
hypocrisy.
whole
It doesn't make it
cult in here,
true.
Andrew, trying to
Andrew,
like,
I destroyed your
defend you.
argument.
You haven't destroyed anything. You're just not smart enough to understand. It's not hypocrisy.
Being a pedophile, I love it.
Andrew, could I ask a question?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Am I going to
Okay,
actually be
so-
allowed to respond, though?
I'm a conservative. I voted for Trump. What I want to say is I'm furious at the way Trump is handling the Charlie Kirk situation. I think he's acting like he doesn't give a shit. And before the leftists chime in and say, oh, it's because he's got an ego and he's a narcissist, blah, blah, blah. Do you feel the same way?
No, it's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard. He took
Yeah.
the True Social and he put out a statement. He sent the vice president down. The vice president carried the casket. It's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard.
I feel like
what
the
you just
ball-
said is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Charlie Kirk
just
and
have
Trump were
all-
I can
friends.
prove you wrong
I agree
again.
with
I
you.
can
Any proof that this guy's not really a Trump supporter? He's just a bullshit artist, probably a bullshit lefty. Like, come on. How can you sit there and say, yeah, I'm a Trump supporter. I voted for him, but I'm furious the way he handled it. Like, what? What are you talking about? Yeah, Donald Trump has handled it well. Like, what the heck is this guy on?
prove you wrong again.
Oh, I can't
Andrew, I
wait.
can prove you wrong
I wish that
again.
you'd prove me wrong the
I
first
agree
time.
with
I already did. I just
By
showed you
yelling
argument with one
hypocrisy?
question.
Andrew, can I ask you a
Andrew.
question?
Sure.
Do you have disabilities?
Well, I mean, right now I'm feeling disabled talking to you.
But do you in real life just have disabilities? I just want to gauge like what's going on with you.
Say some stupid shit.
I don't know. Tell me your body
That's
count. I'll
how
tell you
you
if I have
are.
disabilities.
You see, right
we really
there.
don't want to go there
just
because
proved-
I
you
don't
just
want to be
proved my
mean
point
to you or
again.
your wife, okay?
Andrew, I want to learn how to argue like you. How do you learn all of this stuff? I'm a conservative.
I mean,
Gotta
I
have
mean,
You and your
skills.
wife
a
just like
lot
to
of
do
what
it
he said
missionary,
about.
but there's other
I just
positions
like
you
to
could try.
I
learn.
mean, a lot
I
of
just
what
like
he
to
said
learn
was
how
false,
you-
so I don't think you want to talk.
I just have a that's just me personally.
You got 1 million subscribers on YouTube, right?
It doesn't matter. That just
take-
because somebody has 1 million
Andrew,
subscribers
I'm
does
talking-
not mean
I
what
don't.
they
I don't
say
have
is
1 million
right.
subscribers on YouTube. That's not true.
Do you go to college for that, Andrew?
No.
Or how do you learn like that? Because I'm trying to learn like
You
I
can
wanna
go
debate-
to Debate University if you want to learn how to debate like Andrew.
I think we have like every extremist, nationalist, fucking evangelist in this chat. It's so funny.
Yeah, they're the extremists, but you're here celebrating Charlie Kirk's
Yeah, but
death.
they're here. They're here following.
Andrew,
You're here
Andrew.
celebrating somebody's death, and they're the
Andrew,
extremists.
Andrew, you just
Yeah,
said
I know,
you
right?
just said it. Again, hypocrisy.
That's not hypocrisy. You don't know what hypocrisy means. You should just stop.
No matter how
You're
many
embarrassing
times you say
yourself.
It won't make it true.
You're
No matter how
literally
many times you
embarrassing
say it, it won't
yourself.
make it true.
What does hypocrisy mean? Can you even tell me?
Andrew, I don't need to have intelligent debate when I have common sense on my side.
Oh, common sense. An
It's called
argument from common sense, and everybody
Okay,
knows
then
that
let's discuss
fallacy.
common sense.
Perfect.
Let's discuss common sense.
I have common sense.
Would be a better place without you.
Andrew,
Like if you were aborted.
answer this question for me. Then Andrew, if you have common sense, then answer this question for me.
Okay.
Do you think George Floyd do you think his death should have been celebrated like Charlie Kirk did? Do you think
I think his death should have been celebrated?
Yes or no?
No.
Yes or no? It's a simple
I don't
yes
think
or
anybody was. I don't think the right was
Nobody
celebrating his
celebrated.
death. They were.
Yeah.
What they were
Damn,
doing
dude,
is
the
they were.
chat's telling
No,
me I'm all
they were.
kinds of crazy shit. I love it. Keep
Andrew,
going.
No, there were people celebrating.
Yeah, no one was celebrating George Floyd's death, especially right after it happened. I actually remember most of the people on the right were actually condemning what had happened. This is before the left went and fucked it all up by the riots and shit. But actually, right when it happened, I remember everyone coming out and condemning it. Like everyone was pretty much on board. This was awful. So what the hell are they talking about when they say they're celebrating it? That's just revisionist history.
Nobody celebrated his death.
Yeah, we're,
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
no, hold on. Super stop. Hold on.
The difference is that we don't go around and riot.
Hold on. Yeah, no,
That's
there
a
were.
lie. That's a lie.
Super. Hold on.
Yes. Okay.
Damn, y'all are grown ass men. Get it the fuck together. Shit. Fuck. So
This is like
one.
funny, magical. Why is it? Why are they like this?
Testosterone. Too much testosterone on this damn panel, bro.
Weird shit, man.
Are you gonna up the estrogen?
Christ
I'm
will
just gonna-
save you. Oh, good.
So I'm just gonna make this very clear. Distinctly around that time when the unalivement of George Floyd did happen, yes, there were people that celebrated it. Just because you did not see it.
Okay.
does not
Well, who
mean
were
it
the
did not
mainstream? Who were the mainstream right wingers? Mainstream political pundits?
And they always say that. Well, just because you didn't see it, like, well, what do you mean? No, I don't remember seeing it like at all. Like after it happened, like right after it happened, it did not happen.
Who were celebrating his death?
Charlie
Listen,
Kirk.
Charlie
Did I-
Kirk did
wait,
not
what-
celebrate George Floyd's
Oh
death.
my god.
He absolutely.
Okay, show me the
Super.
proof.
And was
Let's see the
was
proof.
I not talking?
Let's
Was I or
see the
was I
proof.
not talking?
You guys, just let her talk.
Well, how long is she going to talk?
So I
think
talked
we all
for
need to
less
respect
than
each other.
10 seconds. I'm sorry if your attention span is shorter than that.
Yeah, but you got to say interesting
so,
stuff.
Yeah, no.
No.
If you're
No.
only here to talk
Intimidated
about
by a woman talking.
interesting stuff, then you're not here to actually have a conversation.
Great. So the conversation shouldn't be interesting. No.
Oh no, man!
Dude,
I
me
can
speaking
tell
on the
you
fact
did.
that yes, there were people that actually did celebrate the unalivement of George Floyd, and numerous other things that you said was actually
Yeah, but
false.
what I
So I would go on to ask you: was
Mhm.
Charlie
Ask.
Kirk was he or was he not
Hey,
a self-proclaimed
Chelsea.
Christian nationalist?
Yeah, I think he was. Sure.
Yeah, so he self-proclaimed himself as a
Christian.
As a Christian who loved his
Hold on,
nation.
hold on.
Yes, that's true.
Family.
So Christian
no.
nationalist.
There's
Yeah,
a difference
so?
between a
So
Christian
what?
and a Christian
What's the difference?
nationalist.
You tell me what's the difference?
Hold on. Did you threaten somebody to pew them in the face?
Who?
He never said
Don't
that.
worry about who.
What? No,
No.
no. Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to you.
Oh, what do you
He
mean?
never said
When?
that.
On this panel?
No, I didn't say on this panel. No.
No.
Can you answer his question?
Yeah. What is that?
User, shut up.
What would that
Hold
have
on.
to do with anything? I had a person.
Because I'm
I had a
not gonna-
person.
Someone's texting her or something like that, or in the chat telling her stuff, and she doesn't know what she's talking about.
I had a person one time who made. I had a person one time who was threatening me, and I said I would defend myself. Yes, that's true.
Hey, Andrew! I've been called the N word. I've been called the N word 5 times just on TikTok alone. So
Yeah, no,
No.
I just got.
today,
I'm
just
getting
today.
numerous. I'm getting. Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
yeah, like, I've got-
Lucy,
I've got
hold
a
on,
DM.
super. Hold on, super.
Got-
Lucy,
I've got
hold
a
on, super.
DM.
Hold on, super.
They kicked me. What did they
Shit.
kick me for?
Yeah, Lucy. No,
Why'd you?
I'm getting
Did
numerous
you guys
DMs.
drop him?
Yeah,
Why'd you
what they
guys
kick me
drop
for?
him?
I'm getting numerous DMs,
Because
and
she's getting
I'll
DMs?
tell you later, Lucy.
Oh, really?
Okay,
Just
okay.
no.
So
Just
hold
to be
on.
safe.
So
I mean,
I do-
honestly, like none of
Well,
these
what?
people phase me because I think they're all fucking.
No, it's not about that. It's about safety. It's about safety.
Oh, I don't
Safety?
care. Honestly,
What?
like fucking burn me at the
I
stake
care. I
Oh,
quite
first time.
listen.
Oh, when it comes,
So they kicked him over safety. Like, what the heck? These people, they don't know what they're talking about. So she probably got DNs and probably saying, "Oh, well, he threatened to shoot someone in the face," blah blah blah. And then And then, so she kicked him. It's like she doesn't know what she's talking. None of these people know what they're talking about. And the only reason she started getting all those DMs is probably because they were losing so badly at the freaking argument. They were losing so badly, so therefore they had to resort to just like, oh, well, he said this, he did that, he blah 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 blah. So it's all bullshit. These people, they can't win arguments on the debates because they have no idea what they're talking about because they're brainwashed lemmings. Yeah, Dave, I think it was Wes Watson. I remember seeing the clip. He didn't offensively say, I'm gonna shoot you in the face. What Wes Watson looked like he was standing up, and I remember Andrew Wilson said something like, do you want to threaten someone that has a concealed carry license or something like that, or it has concealed carry, something of that nature, meaning that, hey, if you attack me, I will defend myself. That's what that meant. He didn't straight up say, I'm gonna shoot you in the face, bro, you pissed me off. So yeah, orange man, smoky man bad, exactly. So this whole panel, again, totally freaking remarkable slurs over here. Don't know what they're talking about, and that's why I like my Andrew Wilson going in there debating these people, because he wrecks them because they don't have the facts. They just have their feelings and what they've been brainwashed and what they've been told. When you sit there and you say, well, Charlie Kirk, he deserved to die, he was an evil man, but yet then you defend George Floyd, doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. Only to a lefty libtard. But what did you guys think about this? Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this. Also subscribe to the Crucibles channel. They're the ones that do the TikTok invasion with Andrew Wilson. So subscribe to the channel. I have a link down below. I'll also have, excuse me, a link to this video down in the description down below. And if you like to see more Andrew Wilson stuff, I have a whole playlist for you.